Thank you. Good morning, everyone. We're here at Way Mountain for our chant class for American schedule, and thank you all for joining us. This is our last official chant class for the year. After today, we'll start our year-end chant chi, which goes on for about 14 chant chi for about 7 weeks. And we won't resume this class until after Lunar New Year, I think, around that time frame. Okay? So this is the last chance for you to ask any questions. And if you still have questions, we'll be doing Dharma talks every night for the next 7 weeks. Okay? And I want you to know that I appreciate your practicing with us this past year. It means a lot to us. I know that some of you built the habit of practicing chant on Saturday morning with us, whether it's here personally or whether it's online. I apologize for having to stop it. So I know some of you might be affected adversely by it, and I apologize. Okay? This is very important time for us. We work hard all year to prepare for this. And this is the spirit of BLI. Let me address my Sangha. This is a time where, with our supporters' help, we do everything possible in our power to serve the people who want to practice with us. It's very important for us. This is what we do. We put down everything to do everything we can to support your cultivation. And what time is left that we can have, then we cultivate ourselves. We don't go traveling. We don't go saunter around with our personal stuff. We drop everything to serve you. This is because this is a chant, this is the spirit of Bodhi Light International, the times where we drop everything so that we can help you. Okay? And keep that in mind. We're here to help people cultivate because it really makes a difference in their lives. And that's how we cultivate. I'm teaching you to cultivate by first building enough skills so that you can take care of yourself. Then eventually, we teach you how to take care of others. That's a core practice for us. The practice here is to build enough skills so that we can help you. We make a difference in people's lives, not for ourselves. Okay? So let me tell you, if you feel like you have the urge to travel and enjoy yourself right now, feel free to do it. I don't need you. We don't need you at all. Okay? Do whatever you please. But chant chi, the whole Sangha, gets together, joins forces to serve our people. Very much like when there's a pandemic, when you are in trouble, we're going to be here for you. We're going to not close our temple, our doors, or only worry about our own health, our own welfare. You can count on us when it's necessary. And this is a very important time. This is when you cultivate. This is this ideal time for you to practice and to make progress and improve the quality of your life. And by the way, by this time next year, we will not have this cold of a Buddha Hall anymore. going to be warm and comfortable so that we can protect your children and old people. Okay? We're changing because we need to accommodate more people who would be in weaker physical condition. And that's why we're going to be installing heaters and air conditioners here. So this is the last chance for you to practice hard in harsh environment. Okay? It's going to be because it would help you make progress a lot faster when you're in a more challenging environment. All right, so that applies for the rest of you as well, for Sanghas. When you done your part in serving our people, our visitors, the people who wish to cultivate with us, then you can cultivate. Okay, this is not the time to slack off and go have fun. That's the wrong spirit. It's not what we do. You're like that, I don't need you. We're here in order to protect our people, to help our people, to encourage them to cultivate, to guide them to practice safely. That's the spirit of Bodhi Light International. It's never about ourselves. Okay. Any questions? If not, then we can go into year 7.
A Di Đà Phật, con kính thưa thầy. Con chỉ có vài lời cảm tưởng mà thôi. Hôm nay con được đến chùa, thật con lạy Phật, khi mà con đến chùa được con muốn rơi nước mắt luôn. Con không ngờ con được vượt qua những cái thử thách, những thử thách nhỏ. Nó là hôm thứ Tư con đã bị bệnh nặng, nằm liệt. Con nghĩ là con sẽ không có thể đến chùa được, con rất lo lắng. Và tới thứ Năm thì con đỡ bớt. Cái ngày con bị bệnh thì nó giống như muốn ói vậy đó, nhưng mà cái kiểu con nhìn thấy mọi thức đồ ăn đều gớm đối với con hết á. Giống như là con nói ủa thế gian này sao đồ ăn cái gì nó ghê quá vậy. Con nói ủa làm sao con ăn lại được. Rồi tới chiều con đau bụng quá thì con lại ăn được miếng cháo. Và ngày thứ Năm thì con đỡ bớt. Thì ngày hôm qua con tính đi thì bị trục trặc một số việc thì con lại không đi được. Nhưng mà con rất là hoan hỷ, tại vì trong cái thời gian vừa qua tuy là bệnh nhiều nhưng mà con ngồi nghe pháp của thầy và con được cái nhiều điều thầy dạy bảo, và con đã học được những cái lời thầy dạy, thì con cảm nhận được những cái điều đó, và con đã thấy rằng cái sự thử thách của con đã được ơn trên là Phật và Bồ Tát đã gia trì, và Phật và thầy đã giúp cho con đến được chùa ngày hôm nay. Tuy nhiên Phật thất năm nay con chỉ dự được có mấy ngày và phải đi về nhà vì có mắc phải coi bé Malaya. Con rất là tiếc nuối trong cái lễ Phật thất này, nhưng mà thiền thất thì con sẽ trở lại. Ngày hôm qua thì con vừa tính lên ngồi thiền 4 giờ với thầy bên này, thì ở nhà con, tại nhà con thì con vừa nghĩ tới thì bắt đầu cái chân của con ngay chỗ cái bánh chè nó quất cho con một cái liền, nhói đau, có nghĩa là nó không muốn cho con ngồi. Xong rồi con mới thử thách nữa, tiếp bước nữa, rồi con mới nói với chư vị quan gia trái chủ của con là xin cho con được lên ngồi thiền và nghe pháp của thầy, để con được có sự lợi ích công đức lớn này, thì con sẽ hồi hướng cho chư vị cũng được phước lành lớn và bước ra khỏi sự sanh tử khổ đau này. Chúng ta cùng nhau tu tập. Tuy nhiên nó đau nhưng mà con vẫn có thể ngồi được những phút giây đó với thầy, và được nghe thầy giảng pháp ngày hôm qua, trong 2 thời ngày hôm qua tại trại của con. Và ngày hôm nay con được lên đến chùa và con rất là cảm động, rất là xúc động. Những thử thách mà thầy đã nói là chúng ta phải vượt qua tất cả những thử thách. Nó đã làm biến đổi con rất là nhiều, nhưng mà con thấy lòng mình vẫn an lạc rất là an lạc. Những cái tư tưởng Thầy dạy ra con là phải buông những cái ngã xuống, những cái việc gì đến với con đã đè bẹp cái ngã xuống, phải đè bẹp cái ngã xuống và phải bước qua những sự thử thách, chấp nhận và chịu đựng tất cả những cái gì mà mình không có thể mà ấy vào được thì mình phải chịu đựng và chấp nhận. Thì con đã cố gắng nhờ ơn trên, Thầy đã gia trì, Phật Bồ Tát gia hộ, con đã vượt qua và thấy là mình thanh thản lắm. Buổi sáng này tại nhà con cũng có ngồi thiền một chút và trì chú Lăng Nghiêm, và con cảm thấy mình rất là nhẹ nhàng và an lạc. Con rất cảm ơn Thầy rất là nhiều, và cảm ơn Thầy đã mở ra những cái buổi lễ này cho chúng con đến đây tu tập. Tuy nhiên sau cái thời khóa thiền thất Phật thất này, con không được đến đây dự để hết cái tuần lễ này, nhưng con sẽ ở nhà tranh thủ thời gian vào Zoom để tu tập với tất cả chư vị ở nơi này. Dạ, Nam Mô A Di Đà Phật, con cảm ơn Thầy. Dạ.
Emitofuo, Master, I would like to speak my opinion about what happened during the week up to now, today that I was able to come here to the temple. I really actually shed tears because I've been through many challenges and tests before I was able to come here. On Wednesday, I got bedridden. So on Thursday, it's a little bit better. But then during that time, it feels like I do not want to eat anything. And I look at the food around me, look at if it is wanted to vomit. And I felt like the food of this world is so nasty that I did not want to do anything about it. But then later on in the evening, I have a little stomach ache and I was able to recover and eat a little bit. The next day, I have some problem. However, on Friday, because I was able to prepare myself to go to the temple. However, I wasn't able to. There is some kind of trouble comes, and I wasn't able to get to the temple as I was planned. However, I was staying at home, be able to stay at home and listen to Master Dharma talk. And during this difficult time, I listened to your talk, and I was able to bear through it. And so during those, I talked to my past creditor, telling them that I wanted to come to the temple, meditate, and whatever the merit and virtue that I accumulate, I will transfer them all to them. And please help me. And during this time, I felt that I received protection, guidance from the Triple Jewel, along with Master, that helped me pull through. Even though sometimes feeling like I really couldn't take it, but I was able to pass through this difficult time. So today I was able to come and participate in this for Chi only for a couple of days. Then I have to return to my house and take care of Malaya. I feel a little bit sad. However, I will try my best to participate during Zoom, and I will come back during the Chanchi.
Thank you for your input. This is exactly what I'm talking about. For you lay people, in order for you to come and join us, it's very hard. You have a lot of obstructions before you can come. And when you're here, you have a lot of obstructions for you to stay. And after you're done, you have a lot of obstructions not to ever come back. That's how difficult it is for you. I know that because I'm trying to remind my Sanghas that that's what happened to them. And this is why, unlike my Chinese teacher, the Chinese Chan system, where now they drop everything and serve themselves, we don't do that. I remember how hard it was for me to cultivate. So that's why I said, our training for our Sangha is to serve you. It's night and day in difference in training. We're American. This is the American spirit of public service. We help you because you need help. Without help, your time, you get a lot more benefits out of your time here. We realize it's very difficult for you to do it, okay? So that's why we dedicate ourselves, our efforts to helping you. That's our Chan practice. We won't sit here during the Chan Chi here, enjoy the Chan bliss, and ignore you. No, we're here to help you every way possible that would be conducive to your getting great benefits out of it and hopefully improving. That's the bottom line. If you're not improving or your samadhi level doesn't increase, then you're building the foundation for it to increase soon. Then we've done our jobs. Then our chanchi is worth it for us. Because I see some of you, you've been coming here for years, and I see that how you evolved and how much happier, how much better off you are. How much you changed inside. And that's what this meaning of our practice. We see results. I see results in my sanghas, I see results in you. This is what confirms for me this is the right path. All right, anyone else? Okay, then let's try to go into the Song Enlightenment a little bit and learn from this great sage here, the YongHua master, the seventh patriarch in the Chinese system. He's the seventh ground bodhisattva, so I'm telling you, I haven't met him, but looking at his teachings, I see him about seventh ground. That's about his level of understanding, which is very, very impressive. At that level, that's when we begin to teach you how to help others. Below that, you're not good enough yet. DTT. So be humble. Until I tell you reach 7, I begin to train you, be more humble. You're not that important. Go ahead, DTT.
Master, I've been thinking about going back to work, and but my line of business is more in the line of teaching and speaking and coaching. While I have made a lot of improvement in myself, I do realize more and more of my own stupidity and the blindness and limitations. I'm just wondering, if I go back to work now, do I cause more harm or more good to people? Am I like 80% blind person trying to help 90% blind person, which I will help a little bit, but I will also mislead them as well? Thank you.
Very good. This is one of my worries. We train you to be stronger, and I worry that you will go out and oppress others like I've been oppressed my entire career by my master's disciples. Okay, that's why this is contrary to what Mahayana stands for. We don't oppress others. We don't gang up on others. Okay, we are left home people because we want to learn how to help others. Okay, and hopefully in helping others, we train, we teach you so that you become a better person and you can do things that are more meaningful to you and be a real asset to society instead of just being a parasite, okay, and a troublemaker, only interested in serving your self-interests. And let me tell you this, how can we make it happen? make it happen because it's in the spirit. If you come and join us and practice with us, we keep on beating this into your head. Okay, that is, we want to do good. Yes, we have our flaws. We have our many flaws, many ickianesses, but we're trying to correct them, and in order to do more good. This is how we improve. This is our secret. The reason that my sanghas improve so much, so quickly, and so many of our lay people improve so quickly is because they chose to let go of their ickianesses. The more they let go, the higher they rise. So as far as you're concerned, you are at a position now where you can go back and you have enough wisdom to be able to make a difference. And all you have to remember is, remember your core, the foundation of who you are in your life is about to take care of your family in a constructive way for society. Don't be too short-sighted in thinking that it's okay to steal and to scam and to cheat others if no one knows, if you get away with it, and in order to help your family and help yourselves. That's very short-sighted. You pay. It's contrary to the law of cause and effect. If you do anything illegal, anything evil, you will suffer more. You will not gain. I guarantee you that. You will suffer more than you gain. That's guaranteed. That's the fundamental laws on cause and effect in Buddhism. You know that. You believe that. That's why I saw in you. This is why you improve so fast. Okay? You know, many monks and nuns, even at my master's temples right now, her level is higher than quite a few monks. It's because they lost it, not because Master Shiwa did not train them. If you receive training and you use it to do evil, to harm others and take advantage of others, you simply fall faster. That's what's going to happen to you. Remember that. But if you use it to do good and to make a difference and help others, you soar even faster. It's your choice. So it's about your core. What are you about? What is your value system? Okay? Only you can decide. That's all. Okay? And if you decide to do good, and everything you do will always go back to that, will be based on that. You know, like, I give an example of Mr. Buffet, a great man. No two ways about it. I don't know any businessman I've looked around who is as wise, as great of a man as he is, because he's a very high-level bodhisattva. And so that's why he's a very, very good man. But he still has his flaws. He's making a lot of money. He's building incredible equity in his company, Berkshire, okay? Hathaway Berkshire, whatever his name is, okay? That equity there, the value of his company is incredible, okay? Compared to Apple, compared to NVIDIA, his company, his equity that he built is just incredible. It's incomparable. He knows value. He builds value, okay? But he does it wrong. I would never buy into make money because I know how to make money, but on the suffering of others, meaning that I would never buy Coke stocks because Coke is poison. You don't do that. You don't make profits of the suffering of others. That's a core principle. That's all. For you personally, you want to help. You have the idea of helping others, and that's what turns you on about us. Okay, stick to that. You have nothing to worry about. Okay, have faith in your own instinct, your heart. When it's clear about what it wants, it will choose properly. It will never be influenced by short-term gains. Mr. Buffett, it's wrong to make money by investing in companies that are not, whose products are not good for society. It is so wrong, sir. I would not even want a single penny out of you. You think that you can influence me? No, it's tainted money. It's no good. Because if I take your money, I will have to pay for the crimes that money helped create in harming others. Okay, that's a long-term view. You work like that, you will blossom. That's all. We don't need recognition. You have to be happy with yourself. Does it feel right in your heart? Okay? Yes, it's important to make money. It's important to pay your employees. But at what price? If you feed your children by stealing from others, by hurting others, your children will suffer, I assure you. They will not benefit from your money. All right? Any other questions? All right, where are we? Okay. Master YongHua, 7th round, 7G. Okay. Again, this is when you are malleable and you have enough skills to be trained. And therefore, I'm reminding all of you below 7G, you're idiots. Don't think you're special. I'm always that problem. They say, I'm better than them over there. But you're not good enough. Better is not good enough. Look at yourself. You want to compete against yourself. You want to be better than yourself. Don't worry about being better than others. Can you be better tomorrow than yourself? That's our spirit of cultivation. We don't need people to recognize us. You should know. Are you happy with yourself? Okay, so we talk about here, this is a text, 8 liberations, 3 bodies, 4 wisdoms are complete in the substance. Okay, 8 liberations, 6 spiritual powers in a mind ground seal. 3 bodies, Buddhas have 3 bodies, Mahasattvas 3 bodies. Yes, DTT.
Thank you, Master. You have a question on YouTube. It's from Din Tai. Master, does AI have samadhi power? Thank you.
No. AI is a program. How can it have samadhi power? Samadhi power is the power of your mind. You develop through Chan that power of your mind. You hone that power until you become, your mind power becomes invisible. You cannot develop that samadhi power in an inanimate object. You have to be live. You have to have your mind. We're using your thinking mind there to train your samadhi power. Okay? Your live tissues in your gray matter, that's important for your samadhi power. Four wisdoms, we know about that already. In Buddhism, you practice all this in order to open your four wisdoms. Great perfect mirror wisdom, wonderful observing wisdom, equal nature wisdom, and wisdom accomplishing. Why are they important? Okay, this only applies to, by the way, to enlightened people. If you're below 1G, you don't have all this. Is that clear? Yes, 5.
Emitofuo Master. So, for example, with the new people that come to the temple or people in Spain, if I want to help them, how can I do it? Because, of course, I'm not in a good level, so...
I'm sorry, I couldn't...
Yeah, so for new people that comes to the temple or people in Spain, because I want to help them,
right.
From me, what can I do to help them?
Okay. You're not 7G yet, are you?
No.
Then you can't really help. Okay. We can't really begin to train you how to help people. And so what you do is you help by being kind and compassionate, being friendly, and you help by assisting others who are in charge of helping them. Okay, it's the whole organization here. BLI has Sanghans at the forefront. Even within the Sanghans, there is tour group, there is this and that. They have abbots and so forth. So they all have their roles. Okay. And they have their own instruction. They're being trained to help better, help more effectively. And so this is why your jobs, if you're not among those roles, then you can assist them. Okay? And that's how you can really help. Okay? But thank you for asking the question. Okay? Great perfect mirror wisdom, going back to slide 150, great perfect mirror wisdom is what makes you a superior person. This is what we call clarity of mind. You see so clearly so that you can see more clearly than the others. So you're sort of like the visionaries, if you will, in the real world. You know how we have in our civilization is built by visionaries. Those visionaries can see things that we cannot see. They can see further than we can. And this is one example, one manifestation of the great perfect mirror wisdom. The great perfect mirror wisdom is this vision that ordinary people do not have. This is kind of wisdom that enables sages to do great things. Is that clear? It's vision. We're talking about visionaries. Companies hire CEOs, have a lot of friends who are chief operating officers, they are, president and so forth, but the CEOs are the ones that must have the vision to guide the whole organization. Same thing, okay? This great perfect mirror wisdom is required for the bodhisattvas to come into the world and say, this is what I'm going to do for this world. That's how big the vision is. Number 2, wonderful observing wisdom, and this is the great perfect mirror of wisdom is developed a certain way and came about a certain way. Number 2, type of wisdom, wonderful observing wisdom, is that it's able to see, to be able to discern through all the fluff, okay? You can see the real marks, if you will, okay? So the accuracy here, okay, you cannot use subterfuges and ruses to fool these sages, because they have this wonderful observing wisdom. You know, they can see everything, bits and pieces, and in part of this, the whole picture they can see. Okay? Number 3, equal nature wisdom. When you are in a position of power, when you must benefit the greater good, bring the greater good to everyone, and I mean it, everyone. You do not favor Koreans. You do not favor Vietnam people. You do not favor Americans. You do not favor pale faces, black faces, yellow faces over others, okay? Because the only way for you to do that is to have the wisdom called equal nature wisdom. You look at everyone equally. You don't help this person more than the others for any reason. There's no preferential treatment. Just because you give me more money, who are nicer to me, whisper wonderful things to my ear. So, Master, you're so old, but you are so strong, and you are so nice a person. I adore you. It will not impress me, okay? Because you yell at me, you scream at me, I look at you the same way. Because it's an equal nature wisdom, meaning at least I pretend to have the equal nature wisdom, okay? No, I have it. Not that I have it at all. But the Bodhisattvas, Mahasattvas, they truly have this. You cannot influence them in any way at all, no matter what you do. That's what enables them to take the interest of all of you as a whole. No discrimination, no preferential treatment. Of course, if you're richer, we treat you a little bit nicer, that's all. You deserve a little bit more. But it's in the spirit of benefiting everyone equally. Am I making sense to you? Okay? And you don't understand, that's a Buddhist wisdom. You know, in our world, you know, I first came here and said, now I am a teacher of the kings and the gods, so forth. And the gods come, they need to kneel and bow. You don't kneel and bow, I'm not going to talk to you. That kind of thing. And then there's an exception of Vinaya. It says that when the monks and nuns are supposed to walk in front of everyone, okay, based on seniority, okay? But when the king comes, the king can sit ahead of the monks and nuns. Isn't that interesting? Is there equality? Yeah. It's Buddha's wisdom. Isn't that fascinating? That treatment there is in spirit of equal nature wisdom that you don't understand. Okay? This is a kind of cool wisdom to have, that the sages have. And then number 4, wisdom accomplishing things, meaning that at this level, they really are invincible. Whatever they set their mind to do, they can get it done. Okay, they're the real force of goodness. All right? 8 liberations. When you enter samadhi, you're able, let's say, when you enter samadhi, you reach liberation. You affected your own liberation. Liberations mean what? Liberation means that you are free from certain types of suffering. Liberation means that you're suffering and you don't know it, but when you exceed the level of mediocrity right now, you go to the next level, then you're free from the suffering at this level. So for example, this is why when we teach Chan, since day one, I told my students, I want you, I don't care where you've been. I look at you and say, you need to get into first dhyana. First dhyana is the first level of liberation. And then second dhyana is second type of liberation. Okay, and see in Chinese very, very precise. It says 内有设想观外设解脱. Okay, so this is the level of first dhyana. And then number 2 is that inside you have no thinking of the form. Okay, but outside you contemplate the outside form. Okay, liberation. So each samadhi level bring you to next level liberation. Meaning what? Liberation of suffering. Meaning what? Meaning that you are happier than before. All right? There are 8 of them. It's too complicated to go into it. It's not the purpose up here. But I just listed down in Chinese to challenge you, to look into it if you're interested on your own time. 6 penetrations, and let me remind you, penetrations, really, I personally feel the penetrations are for bodhisattvas, not for us. Because once you have penetrations, like Master YongHua's, I keep on telling you about it. They talk about heavenly eyes. They see things. They see invisible things. They see the gods. Okay, and I chuckle. I said, you see things, but can you see that his non-disciples there is rotting in the hells? Can you see that? You see only unimportant things and you brag about it. You don't see much more important things. If I see someone going from here, they're going down there, I say, oh my God, what did she do? I don't want to do that. So this is what happens to people. The Chinese, the Koreans, they're so impressed with the heavenly eye, what they can see invisible things. And they think, oh, it's such a cool thing. I'm so special. But they're only seeing unimportant things. And that's a drawback of spiritual penetration before you have wisdom. So in our system, we don't want spiritual penetration. Let me tell you, I have 0. I don't want any. You ask me, how much I'm willing to pay for heavenly eye? I answer you, 0. I don't want it. How much do I need to know about knowledge of past lives? 0. I'm not interested in your life. Why should I care? How about your thoughts? I can't care less what you think. I'm worried about what I think. The trash in my mind, I need to get rid of it. The trash in yours, I don't care. It's your problem. Okay? Spiritual foot, you can fly from here to La Pêche, that vegetarian restaurant in Paris. Have lunch, $185, 3 courses. I love to go. Save a lot on airfare and time and jet lag. Huh? How about jet lag? Huh? All those. The one thing that's good is number 6, exhaustion and outflows. You're not afflicted anymore. And that's only a state of a 4th-stage art or higher. This is happiness, folks. Okay? The rest, ears, who cares? You can hear, you can listen. Okay? Okay, so the 6th penetration, let me tell you, all of you, our style is that we prefer not to have spiritual penetration. We happen to have some, That's trouble for me. I want to know people's thought. I don't want to know about your goals. None of my business. Okay? But the bodhisattvas, at some point in time, when they get a little bit higher, I'm talking about much higher than this guy here, even YongHua. This is when they should begin to have sixth spiritual penetration in my mind. Okay? Even YongHua, Master YongHua is too low to even have six, in my humble opinion. Okay, mind ground seal. He's talking about, the text says that the 8 liberation, 6 spiritual powers in the mind ground seal. Very important concept in Chan. Mind ground seal. Okay? Mind ground. Mind ground is the mind as the ground, meaning that you use your mind to grow things. You need to learn how to use your mind, that wonderful mind of yours, to grow things that are useful to you and to society. No one ever taught you that, right? Because people don't know how to do it. That's why they don't realize the importance of using your mind to do great things. You're capable of doing great things. You simply know how to use your mind to grow things that are wonderful, and not use your mind to grow things that are bad for others. Okay? So this mind seal here are what is his mind ground here that you should pay attention to? Number 1, precepts. What does it mean? Your mind, when it follows rules of morality that the Buddha teach, is a mind ground that can grow wonderful, wonderful things. Okay? Is that clear? This is Buddhist secrets, by the way. This is our family trade secrets. The Buddhists go very far, end up doing great things, is because they have the proper foundation. The foundation is morality. Don't do evil things. Do only good things and help others. Is that clear? You want to summarize these rules of morality, it's only 3 things. Number 1, do no evil. Number 2, do all good. Okay? Any smallest amount of good, do it. Don't hesitate. Don't say, I am into bigger good. I don't want to do small good. No, you do good, even the smallest thing, when you have a chance to do it. Don't even discriminate. Okay? Do all good. Number 3, help all living beings. That's precepts in Buddhism. This is our secret. The secret of our success. The Buddhist disciples go on to do great things because they have the proper foundation. You people have gone up so far because I'm talking about you, left home people and lay people as well, have the better foundation than over the people over the other side of the tracks. No 2 ways about it. You cannot fake it. Without the proper foundation, you cannot build. Is that clear? What is the second kind of aspect of mind ground? Okay, mind ground here refers to in your training, you will reach certain levels of attainments. That's called 50 positions. In Buddhism, we're very, very precise. We tell you, we look at you and say, okay, you are a sergeant, you are a captain, you are a colonel, you are a general, and so forth. There are 50 positions in your path to Buddhahood. It's all talk. It's about, have you got the goods? Okay? How heavily can you lift? Yeah? Because this dictates how many you can help. All right? So the mind ground here refers to we train our people to go through the 10 phases, the 10 dwellings, the 10 practices, the 10 transferences, and the 10 grounds. 10 grounds is enlightenment. So before enlightenment, we had pushed you through 10 phases, 10 dwelling, 10 practices, 10 transferences, then 10 grounds. Is that clear? They're all 50 positions. All right? This is detailed in the Avatamsaka Sutra. Number 3, mind ground here also refers to what great Master Bodhidharma brought from India to China, and great Master YongHua brought from China to the US. This mind ground seal here is a seal of enlightenment. When Bodhidharma came from India to China, he certified Great Master Huike, okay, the first Chinese patriarch, as enlightened. So that's a mind ground seal of enlightenment. And then Master YongHua, when he brought Mahayana from China to the US, he certified the second patriarch. And he certified a lot more people than just the second patriarch. Okay? And therefore, these people have been certified to be enlightened. Yes, DTT.
Thank you, Master. Samson has a question for you. Emitofuo, Master, what's an example of growing things that can help others with a mind ground seal? Does this mean cultivating positive thoughts? Thank you.
Well, physically, you do things you grow things like wheat, corn, without pesticides. That's very helpful to society. Okay? On a spiritual level, you make sure that you avoid doing evil. That's being helpful. You'll be amazed. If you simply be yourself and all you do is that, no, I will not harm this person. No, I will not be greedy and take advantage of people and scam people, even though I still can. Well, I can, okay? That is to help people, believe it or not. Okay? Better yet, if you can get to the level where you are a 1G, 2G, and 3Gs, now, because you are certified to be a good person, you walk over to a ghost, a demon, and you say, hello, you know what happens? The demon says, and the demon will behave. And then they back off gently. They run away. Now you pacify the temple. Thank you, Lord. So now you help protect and guard the places that need to be guarded, and no one knows. That's the real supreme mind ground. You help, but no one knows. You do good because you can, not because you need to be recognized. Does it help? Okay, so that's my ground seal, is that the seal is what we talked about, Bodhidharma transmitting. He certified that Huike, Great Master Huike, was enlightened. So Huike then can certify the second Chinese patriarch, who can certify the third Chinese patriarch, who then can certify the fourth Chinese patriarch, okay, and so forth, until we got the Master YongHua, okay, and then Master YongHua certified the second patriarch, okay. He also certified, Master Shell also certified a bunch of other people, okay, and that's why you can get certification. You used to, let me put it this way, I don't want to mislead you. You used to be able to go over there and get certification. Okay? So that's why this mind ground seal here is very important in Mahayana. That's how we say, because these people, okay, once they receive the mind ground seal, they can look at each other and say, now they realize they have the mind, they received the seal. Now they look around and say, you are just like me. Oh, you too. Oh, you too. And you know what happens? They become more humble. They say, oh my God, before I thought I was so special, but now I realize I'm surrounded by so many people. I'm not that special. They naturally become less arrogant and more humble. And they become so happier, because he said, so much happier. He said, my God, before I thought I'm the only one. There aren't that many people like me. But now I realize that this is where they gather. And that's where they come for training. That's where they come and sharpen their swords. And they come and learn how to be better. All right? Okay, I can't go very far. I wanted to go, there's a section here eventually in next year. I want to go into like 170 or so, because I was preparing for last night. I didn't know how far I'd go, but like here, receive other slander, bear the condemnation. This is 166, okay? Because recently something happened. I wanted to bring this up, but it's not meant to be. Maybe you wait until next year. All right. Thank you all. We'll see you next year.